Hello. Hi, it's me. We're in my kitchen. I will get to like what we're gonna talk about, but I wanted to share some random things I've been enjoying as a little. This teething ring. It's a stacking ring, but it's made entirely out of these water-filled teethers. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool because I love to nibble on things. I don't know. I don't know what it is or why that started, but yeah. And then I haven't got to try these. I've been wearing lots of Little Kings, and right now I was gonna wear one, but I have to go meet someone at the park for a play date for Stowe in a little bit. So like, I don't want to waste the Little Kings, especially after we all got that email yesterday from ABU saying, hey, we're delaying the full bags, which made me feel a little bit better because my case from Japan just finally got here this week, and after trying a couple of samples I'd ordered from the US site, I'm hooked. I love them. I will definitely have like a full video. I think I want to talk about how much I like the Little Kings. I want to try like these guys on with like an actual wearing test, and then the cloth back cushies. Like I think it'd be cool just to try all the cloth back diapers that ABU can offer with like a try on, because sometimes just looking at photos and like stuff, I don't know, it helps my brain sometimes when I see things side by side on someone, like, oh yeah, I do like this print the most, although I think they all secretly love the Little Kings print the most. Anyways, we'll talk about it when it's time for that video, but today I wanted to talk about an idea I had about adult formula because I wanted this to exist, and I realized a couple things while doing this I'll share. I have been working on an illustration, and I'll probably post like the progress pics of what those illustrations look like right now. Graphic design and drawing is like not my thing outside of like fashion sketches. That's the only way I've ever really learned how to properly draw. So yeah, I'm not the best at it, but I just thought it would be fun for myself. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll upload that to Patreon if other people would like to make a label. This is my first time even opening these to see what they're like. And oh, it came with a scoop, but I'm glad I got some other ones because this is so tiny. I also wanted to say shout out to Carlos. Thank you. You know who you are. You're absolutely amazing and got me some things to help with this idea that I've been having. It's been a hot minute that this has been in the works, okay? And I finally just now have all the pieces, but I just could not wait to finish the design and like wrap it around. And I think that, I don't know, I might like the idea of a plain formula case better. But let's start from the beginning, huh? I really wanted adult formula. If I have actual milk, I think it's disgusting. I have thought that my whole life, and I was like, man, I would love to sit on the floor and see someone like scoop formula and, you know, do the thing and shake the bottle like while you're waiting. Or the thought of having like a bottle warmer someday and having the water set out straight up like you would with actual babies. So I know some people have tried genuine formula, and maybe that's like, I don't know, I wanted to create something that would give me that same experience. Like, I love that idea so much, but I wanted it to taste better. I'm sure it's not bad for you to have baby formula. It's not something I've looked into because I just know from the smell and from like preparing bottles like years ago to help out with like babysitting and stuff that it is just not for me and not good tasting. Breast milk I would totally be down to try. I've tried breast milk before. It's good, right? But something about formula is just not for me. So I went back to the table. What can I do so I can have this little experience I selfishly would like for myself so bad, but make it appeasing and something that would work long term and not be something that I buy like formula and then end up being like, I really don't like this. I'm never gonna get through this. And formula is also very expensive. I guess initially getting all this stuff kind of was too. I was very lucky for the fact that I was given some of the supplies. I got these ones myself. I ordered these 2 containers, one for each flavor that I was thinking about, and they have I will link them in an Amazon list down below, and if you want to use the list, it would help me out greatly. Kind of sad that the pink one also comes with a blue scoop that matches this one. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Thank you to a very lovely patron, Carlos. Literally the sweetest ever. I'm so glad that I looked up some scoops specifically that would be bigger. Because like, look at the difference of how tiny this little scoop is compared to like this guy. But I told myself that I was just going to experiment with making a bottle and see how many scoops I need. Just do it that way. So I have 2 containers with 2 scoops. And these scoops actually still fit in this little side pocket. There's a side pocket for the scoops and then a little spot to even scrape and level out the formula. There's a taller version of these that looks like this tall, but I thought that might throw off the proportions. It's really hard to have an idea and then emulate something that's babyish without it looking like really wonky and kind of weird. And I was like, oh, it wouldn't be as much fun to watch someone scoop out like 20 scoops, just like, your bottle's coming one day when I'm done scooping the scoops. I got some formula containers, I got some big scoops, I even grabbed a couple of my favorite bottles. This guy's like my absolute favorite because you can turn it so it's like straight or angled for feeding. Random vintage like 90s bottle finds. The Reader's clear glass bottles are great. I really love like latex teats, as you're gonna see, because the next couple ones I pull out are all latex. A mason jar bottle that I DIY'd myself years and years ago. I remember me and my best friend, and I remember us going to 6 different Targets and trying all these different teats, and only Gerber at the time had it. Like, Komotomo bottles were not even a concept at this point. This is how many years ago this was. This was 6 years ago. It's lasted forever, and then it was actually Pixie who got these little white collars that do not rust, and I think it made them even more babyish, and it's also her who found this really big version of like a Komotomo teat that looks like latex. I love this bottle so much. And then I am not going to share where I found this one because I love it too much, but I think the cool thing about it is that the teat is just one giant piece, like an actual 1950s bottle would have, just a big rubber stopper. Pretty cool. Okay, bottles. And then the star of the show, my formula alternatives that I thought would work. The first one being probably the most authentic looking. I had to crack this open and look at it when I first got it. It's been really hard to like not try it and wait for this moment, but I got a Ghirardelli's white hot cocoa mix. Also, this is what I'm talking about. This was a gift and so were my scoops, and then the rest I got on my own. But I was like, you know what would be great? I want it to look milky, but I don't want it to taste super milky, and I don't want actual formula, but this looks legit. Like, even the structure of the powder, like, oh. This looks like formula. Look at even the way it's like thicker grains, totally looks like formula. And then the other thing, I haven't opened this one up yet. I think I've tried powdered chai in the past, but I personally love to make chocolate chai, like hot chocolate with chai is really good. And then I just love chai. Like, I really like chai. So I figured this would be like a lighter, almost like a more yellowy kind of milk color is what I'm assuming. This guy comes with a big scoop too, but one that's definitely too big to fit in here, like my container. Oh, it smells really good though. Oh, but I'm gonna sneeze. So this is a scoop they give you, and then these are the ones I have, which is way better than this teeny little scoop. Yeah, and now I'm sitting here like, I wonder how many scoops are technically in here. Maybe like 2. That is cool. If I could only scoop like 2 scoops per bottle, I think that would feel, it's those little things, right, that just make it feel more authentic. So I decided I would like to have a chai one in the pink, and then a white hot cocoa in the blue. And I don't know, this just gave me all kinds of ideas. I might use this big scoop just to help put this in here because I'm kind of scared about just spilling powder all over. But while I'm scooping and we actually finish the DIY. And this idea really isn't that crazy. Just kind of miss YouTube and wanted to say hello. I'm also very excited to finally be in this lavender set. It was really hard not to spill the beans that this was the next color for the pastel basics. There's one more color coming, and then after that we're going to move into like long sleeves and onesies and just like actual different designs. But the purple now has a 4-way stretch, so it's like super stretchy up and down. I'm wearing an extra small because I like how snug they are. I have really liked it, and this is like the 3rd day that I just keep coming back to this set and cannot stop wearing it. It's just really comfortable, and the fact that I can clip like pacifier clips to this guy without having that weird bunch, I don't know, I just really like it. Another idea I had for formula. This video is all over the place. But I was just thinking to myself, like, man, imagine having a bottle warmer and a little pre-measured bottle of water. Very authentic, right? Like next to the bed, and then in the morning or at some point in the middle of the night, warming the bottle up really quick, putting 2 scoops of formula in there, and then watching someone shake and prepare a bottle for you. Wouldn't that just give you the absolute tiniest, most cared for babyish feels? As you can tell, it would get to me. It would get to me in a heartbeat. That's why I'm going through all this effort to make this happen, because selfish little baby wants. Even just having this in a diaper bag and like, I don't know. I really like this idea. And I haven't tried this Trimix before, so I'm gonna make 2 bottles in a second. I'm gonna just microwave 2 of these. Shout out to the glass bottles I have. I'm gonna measure out 10 ounces for both as well. We're gonna do like a straight up taste test in here. I really have high hopes for this guy. It's so weird. Some of it is so fine and some of it's thicker, but if you've ever scooped like legit formula, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very close to that. So it just makes my little heart even that more excited that it's really happening. And it smells really good. I think it's just more of like a vanilla taste, and I think it'll be really, really good. I have no expectations other than I just want this to taste better than formula, so I think based on smell, we're already there. Or what would you put in as a formula alternative? I think with how light this powder is, it's still a little bit more brown, right? Like you can tell. But I figured worst case scenario, you could mix a little bit of chocolate, not chocolate, but a little bit of the spiced chai mix in there and have like this vanilla chai. Oh, also sounds very good, right? Like I just wanted a drink I would actually really hecking want, and something about warm bottles makes me feel very sleepy, and I want to go back to that. I've kind of been taking some time to have like a really cute bedtime routine again. I literally fell asleep in the crib and read bedtime stories the other night, and it felt magical. I passed out on story number 3, like probably with my thumb in my mouth. I don't know, I've been falling asleep really hard, feeling really small at bedtime. I don't know what it is, but I have no complaints. I'm grateful. All right, let me go put some water in here. I'm gonna start out with the other one because I'm most curious about it. I'm gonna start with 2 scoops. Let's see how like thrifty this little leveler, oh, it's actually very clutch. Okay, so first scoop. Oh, it smells really good. And it looks super milky. Okay. Oh my gosh. Too excited. Didn't even check to see if the tea was properly on. And this is exactly why I have a fantasy of somebody else doing this for me. That was honestly like the most dumb baby thing ever. Oh, that was great. Okay. It looks pretty milky already. Dissolved really easy, like straight up, there's even stuff on the bottom yet. Like, look at this. Okay, wow. Excited for just white hot cocoa mix in a bottle. It's really good. This is really sweet, like vanilla sweet. Imagine like a cookies and cream bar from Hershey's, but without the little chocolate bits. That's what it tastes like, which makes sense because it's also white chocolate, but wow. And just the 2 scoops is really good. Like I was kind of worried like it was gonna taste really watery. This is gonna be something that's best suited for milk, which would suck because you can't like pre-measure and leave it out. And winner chicken dinner. I honestly was too scared to do the chai first because I thought it would set the bar too high, but like this is really, really good. Highly recommend. I think this would be such a good nighttime delicious bottle. Let's try 2 scoops of the chai mix. I think this one is not going to be as satisfying of a color. So then that makes me wonder if I had a scoop of both, like, would it be so delicious? But I really love how white this looks, like milk. And as someone who doesn't like to drink milk in videos, Oh, I think this could do wonders for me. Okay, the lid on this one is on, and I actually stole a Nuke bottle lid because I couldn't find my rear's lid. Oh my god! What is up with me today? I cut a giant hole in this. This is not going to plan. She messed up. My first thought was literally like, I wish Daddy could fix this. So the spice chai does not dissolve as like quickly and as forgivingly as the white chocolate did, which I told you that one felt so thin and like a little different. This one literally has like little spices sitting at the bottom. Let's see. Okay, it's pretty good. Pleasantly surprised that like this ended up being so, oh my god. It's kind of light. Oh, really good. like really good. And I'm actually very surprised because part of me is like, oh, maybe this one will just be good for looks, but I won't like the taste of it. And I'll probably just love the chai because I love chai, but this chai is actually like a little bit more watery. I normally do mix my chai with a little bit of milk. I don't know. And I'm sure most people are probably like, dude, I don't even like chai. But I will say this was an absolute winner, I think, for the most authentic version of creating adult formula, which is why I decided to try out two things. But I would say that if you really wanted to create adult formula, that your best bet is glass bottle, so you can heat it up in the microwave of some kind. This little formula container was great. It's very much like an authentic little formula looking container, so I think it's really cute. And I would also highly recommend getting bigger scoops because I think it would take like 8 of these little scoops versus just 2 big scoops made this really amazing like milky white formula. Look at that. This whole little chai bottle is a little disappointing from start to finish. Mostly my fault because I did cut the heck out of this tea, which is great for juice and things that I normally don't shake. But still really good chai mix I'm definitely going to use all of, but holy heck, mind blown. Links are down below for where I got this very cute and babyish set from Baby Your Doll, as well as I don't have links for the bottles. And we'll share these formula containers and this amazing formula mix. So good. I don't really know how to end this. This is a very random video that I feel like is probably too long anyways, but yeah. I really do want to answer some comments and questions from the last video. So let's do that really quick before we say goodbye. And can I also just say thank you guys so much. I am still like overwhelmed by how many people viewed the Q&A and all the comments were so kind. Someone had asked if I wear diapers in public and do I care what anyone has to see if they see my diaper. I do wear diapers in public, but I think it's not right to show your diaper in public for that to be your goal or for you to want that or desire that, because I think we should consider other people. And the little stoic in me is like, Cosmopolis, man. Treat everybody as if you were related to them. So like, I would want to expose me wearing to them, etc., etc. So just think about the people when you go out and about, and even though that might be how you get your thrill or that might be something really exciting for you, it doesn't need to be an exciting and traumatizing day for other people that did not ask for that. Another question is my pacifier. I got a lot of questions about that, and I got it from Rears. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just from Rears. Also, I loved this one by Mina. She said, finally someone else who doesn't have a specific little age. I'm a blend of multiple ages at once. And yes, I'm so glad it's not just me. I feel like I see so many people that have it down to the months. And I don't know. I love being like a little toddler big girl. Anything that makes me feel little doesn't have to be something specific as I sit here and make like formula, but I wouldn't say that my little age is straight up like infant regression level. But I love little details like this. Another one, Matthew said, new to your channel, how long have you been ABDL and what is your favorite diaper to wear? And my favorite diaper to wear right now is the Little Kings diapers. They are so good. I love cloth back diapers, but I really hope to see more cloth back diapers because that is my preference, and I felt like the crazy lady for so long for always loving them more than plastic back diapers. It's like, ugh, it's our time right now. And I've been an ABDL I started out being a little and liking DDLG, but I didn't actually try wearing diapers until like shortly after my 19th birthday. It was in January. It has now officially been 6 years that I have been wearing adult diapers. That is crazy. This is from Chris. He said, hello, Sunny and diaper fetish. Did you ever sleep in the crib? And yes, I literally fell asleep in there like to some bedtime stories the other night, and then me and my partner thought about like just sleeping in there for the night, or he thought about just leaving me in the crib. And I had a feeling he was gonna do that, and I think that's why I was like sleeping lightly, because as soon as he moved, I was like, like don't leave me. So I like the idea of sleeping in the crib for like naps or being laid down there for bed, and then like crawling out and like wandering back into bed like makes my heart so happy. Used to sleep in the crib a lot, but now that it's kind of on the floor and not completely finished, I think maybe that might be why I don't sleep in it regularly. I got lots of like really nice birthday comments and just really nice comments, and I just want to say thank you guys, because I do read them and I end up trying to check them like every single day, and I appreciate all of them. Also, I'm probably gonna butcher this, but Karuta, I feel like I'm butchering that. But they asked if I could do a little meal in the high chair video, and I think that would be fun. I think I would love to show like some cooking videos, and another idea I have for like a DIY kind of ABDL thing is I would love to make my own canned baby foods with seasoned things, because like I said, I'm really picky, and if I could have like mashed potatoes in a jar, or I really love greens because I'm a southern girl, I would love to make some greens and then puree them into a jar and have this like dark green mushy vegetable food that's actually so freaking tasty, because it's my favorite vegetable of all time. I literally just slow cooked some last night. And I was just thinking like even to slow cook and roast some carrots with like a beef broth and some Montreal seasoning and some pepper, and like maybe even saute the carrots a little before we slow cook them, and then blend them all up, and then maybe pressure can them and create some little labels. I think it would be so much fun. Tons of work, right? But I think it'd be really good to have delicious seasoned baby food, and then maybe share some recipes for how I made that happen. Those are the kinds of things that I would like as a little meal. And think it'd be really, really fun to try my hand at making some baby food and then like trying it all out in the high chair. Let me know if anybody's interested in that, because if people really want it, then I will do it. This video is probably way too long for something this simple, but I just wanted to say hello and share this. Hope everyone has a great day. If you guys want to leave more comments or questions for me to answer in the next video, please do, because this was really fun, and I enjoyed even just reading them day to day. So thank you guys for listening to all this rambly stuff about my formula idea.